is under $400. The other one is right at $100. I don't scam. I don't lie to get by. Not anymore. I'm grown. I'm too grown for that. My kids are too grown for that. That's not the example I want to leave for them. That's not the legacy I want for myself. If I did, I would have continued to do it back when I was doing it. When you young, you do shit to get by in this world. Especially when you're young and you have no network. You have no family. You learn to get by. But maybe all of the struggle I went through in my childhood prepared me for the humility and humanity that I have today. Because looking at it from both sides of the view, the scammed and the scammer, it ain't pretty on either side. And the actuality is that we don't have to scam people. There are actually people out there that truly care. That's what y'all take advantage of though, right? Because that's because of greed. And anytime you see something good going on in somebody's life that you don't like, you want to put that same label on them. You could have called me a scammer back when I was 19, 20, 21, 22. Not at 40. Not at 40. That's not the legacy I want to leave. Hell, live. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. Y'all are going to talk, and I get that. I truly do. But y'all really don't have nothing better to do than to make. If any of it made sense, I guess I would give you kudos for that. And maybe I'm biased because it's my life and I know the truth. So maybe none of it would make sense to me because it's just not true. But it don't even seem like y'all actually put any creativity in your thoughts. Y'all truly just throw whatever out there about me. It doesn't matter how it comes out. It doesn't matter what ears it fall on. As long as you can say some negative shit about me and one person believe it, you're good. I do too, Solo. When I took it, I was like, that's the face I be making when I'm looking at TikTok. Because I really don't be getting where they get these things from. I truly come on this app. I mean, I told y'all a while ago, I don't really get on here and do this debating thing that happens on social media because nobody really listens to anybody. The purpose of people's conversations are not about the betterment of humanity. Literally, damn near everybody you come across on this app is exploiting something, someone, some way, somehow. So I'm not really interested in paneling up with a whole bunch of people that's going to talk about a whole bunch of nothing. And nobody actually wants to get to a solution because that would take away the benefit of whatever these dumbass conversations is bringing y'all. I want no parts of it. So I stay in my lane. I stay over here on my own page, on my own platform, and I share my thoughts. Again, I'm not here to lead nobody nowhere because I can't be your leader. But this is how I really be looking at y'all. Like, where do y'all get these things from? How distorted does your mind, your soul, your heart have to be to get on the app and blatantly lie on people? Y'all don't never look in the mirror and say, what is wrong with me? I say that. I say that all the time. And I know it ain't me. I know it's the world. I know the society we live in is really the issue. It ain't me. It ain't those of us that recognize that this shit is backward. But even I look in the mirror and be like, what the fuck, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do y'all never look in the mirror and say, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? And please, y'all, can y'all like and share because they are reporting. This is my face though. Like when I took this picture of her yesterday, I was literally like, this is really what my face be looking like when I be on TikTok. Because I be so confused. I be so confused. And I'm not just talking about the people that, you know, that are in this whole black TikTok saga. I'm talking about everywhere. Like, I mean, people on here talking about making cinnamon rolls out of yeast infections. You know, what do y'all be thinking? And I know, I keep saying it. Attention is the most. Let me go back to my picture. Yeah, for a minute. Just for a minute. But yeah, there's a video of a woman. Now I wanna believe that it's satire. I wanna believe that it's not true, that she is just on some bullshit. But yeah, thank you, Taylor. Yeah, she got a video to me. She made some cinnamon rolls out of her fucking yeast infection, and I mean, these are the things. She was serious? Y'all fucking lying to me. Ain't no fucking way. Are y'all sure? Y'all researched that. Y'all sure? Y'all went down the rabbit hole. Because I wasn't going. I wasn't going. I wasn't going. I wasn't going. See what I'm saying? The nerve that folks have to get on this app and call me crazy. I implore y'all. Please, I beg of you. I plead. Please look in the mirror and ask yourself, what is the real issue? Yeah, that's white people shit. I ain't never in my life like that's almost as bad as when Raven Simone wife says she put period blood and Raven spaghetti on 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 video on the podcast. She said it. This is not the conversation I'm finna have with y'all. We not finna talk about this nasty ass shit. Hell no. Nope. No. Nope, 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 nope. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it is scary. that this is what we see happening. And having social media platforms has more than given us insight. It has amplified. It has amplified the mental catastrophe, the emotional catastrophe that is going on. Y'all, I really need y'all to really, if y'all don't listen to nothing else I say, controlling our emotions, well, manipulating our emotions, manipulating our minds. I keep telling y'all that is the only way. That is the only way. Committing menticide. And manipulating the information that you feed to our minds manipulates our emotions. And by manipulating our emotions, they have eradicated our humanity. We don't even treat ourselves humanely. We literally will exploit ourselves to the death for something that seems simple. But the way we operate in this society proves not. Attention is the most valuable thing to a human being. And this platform has given us the most dangerously this is historically monumental how inhumane we have become. And it's crazy because you would think that slavery would have been that time, right? You'd think that slavery would have been that time, the most inhumane time in our history. No, it is now. It is fucking now. We literally will get on this app. We will get on this platform, any platform that gives us access, and exploit ourselves to the death. That shit really, I really thought, man, listen, I'm trying to get this shit out of my head because I really thought that was, I guess I just told myself that was a skit, that was just, but yeast infection, cinnamon rolls, and now y'all got... And then I saw a video of a mother talking about how just blatantly on live talking about how she abuses her child. Like, but what else would be more valuable than attention? Because material things cannot replace attention. Material things cannot place love and admiration. Because even the man with the most material riches still wants attention, still craves belonging. So what there, that is it for us as human beings. That is the most valuable thing. Attention. Something that we are deprived of as much as possible in our childhood, so that as we grow, we become more and more and more obsessed with obtaining it. You create a system of have and have nots. You take away the most important thing that a human is supposed to have. You are supposed to be attentive parents. What do you think attentive means? Y'all can call me what y'all want, but I talk to my children. I give my children that space to be them. Judgment free. I ain't the greatest parent in the world, but I know one thing. I don't own my children. I cannot make them what I want them to be. But I can be attentive. I can listen to them. I can guide them. I can love them, appreciate them, teach them. And all of that requires giving them attention. Something that we are absolutely, as a whole society, deprived of in our childhood. So we get on these social media apps and we act a motherfucking donkey. Do you hear me? I'm being reported, y'all. Can y'all please, hey, and everybody coming in. I'm being reported though. So can we do a tap blast, share blast? Scrolling through these apps, and I know some of us, we try to stay away from what we feel like are negative videos, because we don't want to, and I do that too. Like there are certain videos I will not watch. Like I don't want to see nobody getting murdered. I don't want to see nobody dying. I don't want to see, like, I don't want to see. I don't need to see it. I know it's happening. But some of us run away from the images so that we can run away from the problem altogether. I don't need to see the images. I don't want to see the images. I don't search and spend my day filling my algorithm up with, trauma. I don't need to see it. I know it's there. Ain't no doubt in my mind that it's there. I feel it in the atmosphere. But running away from these images, running away from the issue, filling your lives up with pseudo positivity, so that you don't have to get to the real fucking problem. It helps nobody. So y'all don't ever get on the app and think to yourselves, I want to stop contributing to this. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be out here making my whole motherfucking platform about being obsessed with somebody else, something else. Being obsessed with somebody else's business, somebody else's life, somebody else's spouse, somebody else's kids. You don't think to yourself, I don't want to contribute no more trauma to the atmosphere, into ether, into society. I don't want to put no more trauma out there. This is why, like, honestly, and this is why I told y'all a long time ago, I don't do the call out thing. If I call you out, I feel like that's my last resort. If I call you out publicly, directly, make it known to the world that I am talking to you, because at the end of the day, it really ain't nobody's business but me and yours. But if I gotta put it out there, to me, that's my last resort. So I ain't never been a call out platform. I talk about the things that I feel like need to be talked about, because I feel like we all have the ability to be a better version of ourselves. But y'all have consistently shown throughout this app, I'm gonna say we, because I'm not even talking about just this one specific group of people on TikTok. I'm talking about us as a society. We have proven over and over and over again that we are fucked up individuals. We have too much knowledge out there at this point to not understand how we are contributing to this inhumane society. And yet, we wake up every morning choosing to be inhumane. I like that, Portia. I call you in. I mean, especially, y'all know how I feel about black folks. So especially with my black people, I'm going to call you in. And that's if I want to address it. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like everything has to be addressed. Because for one, call it what you want to. I'm not going to teach you how to manipulate me. Okay? So I'm not finna run to you with everything I find that you do that might be questionable. Because I'm not finna teach you how to fucking trick me. I'm not finna pinpoint every fucking thing you do so you can learn how to manipulate me. I'm gonna let you do you. See how many of these mistakes you make. And then when I'm ready to confront you, I'm gonna do that. It's just that simple. But a lot of these folks that's out here calling out people, putting people on the line, and I'm talking about whether you're at the workplace, in your home. A lot of these people are fighting their own fucking demons. Because you cannot convince me. I said it before, I'll say it to the day I die. You cannot convince me that you're living a happy life if every morning you get up to pick at somebody else's. There is no way your life is all good If you feel like every morning you got to get up and dissect the business of somebody else. Baby, I mean, a scammer would be practicing on me. And that simulation would be a failure, because what you gonna scam me out of, you know? I am who I am. You're not gonna trick me or manipulate me or anything to becoming something I'm not. It's not in my heart to do those things. And no matter how, up and down my life might be, no matter what type of bullshit I might be going through, I'm still going to be that person. I'm not like, yes, back in the day when I was a kid, I scammed my way through life because, I was a kid. I didn't know no fucking better. But I lived that life. I learned from that life. So no matter how hard my life gets now, I'm not going to go back to scamming folks to get by, because that's no longer me. I'm not going to go back to lying and manipulating and no, that's not me anymore. I meant what I said. I had to learn the fucking hard way. And when I tell y'all the hard way, that shit hit my emotions. Fuck my pocket. That shit hit my heart. And that's when I knew, like, this is not who I want to be. This is not the energy I want to leave on this planet. I understand now why my life is in so much turmoil. No matter what I do, no matter how much I think I'm getting my feet on the ground, getting up, something happens, fucks up everything. I'm just sitting over here like, what the fuck? Because of what I was putting out there. Thank you. Hey, Cupcake. But it's because of the energy I was putting out there. So I get it. Y'all look at me now and I can put myself together and I can step out and I can look nice, and that makes you think I done scammed somebody out some money. No. I just don't let life turn me into a monster anymore. I know it's fucked up out there. I know what life is really like, especially for black women. I know what life is really fucking like out there. I will not contribute to that anymore. So even when I am struggling, baby, I'm always blessed. Even when I'm frustrated, not understanding how I'm going to get through what I'm going to get through. But I know that if I'm working on the history of my life, I'm going to make it through, just because good karma is always going to reach me. Because that's what I put out there. That's what I want back. It's really time we as a society look in the mirror for real. It truly goes back to checking the oppressor within. Like, I know y'all are probably at this point like, oh my God, I'm so tired of this saying. I don't care. Check the oppressor within. Look in the mirror and truly check yourself. Stop being so quick to be in somebody else's business, obsessed with somebody else's life. Just take a day and truly reflect on you and how you contribute, not to the betterment of society. How you truly contribute to the detriment of society. Because good people can do bad things, bad people can do good things. But are your good things outweighed by the bad shit that you put into ether? Thank y'all for the gifts. Like, really think about that. Really think about the energy you are putting into ether. And not just for yourself, but when we've been grown into such selfish ass creatures. We do not think about how what we do every single day affects someone, especially when you're on social media. Like, everybody has access to you now. You have access to everybody, especially with an app like TikTok. TikTok is reaching all over the world. So your thoughts, your opinions is reaching all over the world. And you truly don't care what you're putting out there? Y'all truly don't care how this is going to look 5, 10, 15 years from now? How your young children are going to grow up and become adults in a fucked up society where we're going to have no, like, and it's already starting, right? These younger generations, they have more fight in them because they have more humanity. And I truly don't know where they're getting it from, but I am very appreciative of the humanity that this younger generation has, of the fight that this younger generation has, because you gonna treat who like a dog? Not them. And I do think this is why y'all are starting to make these laws that affect children. Because you don't want children to, first of all, that's where the menticide starts. You need children in their most vulnerable stages so that you can mold their minds into what you want them to be. So this younger generation is scaring the fuck out of y'all. And not that generations before them didn't have their firecrackers and their fighters, their soldiers. But this generation coming and the generations coming after them, I believe they're going to have more of that match your energy type energy. And when I say match your energy, when you take flame to what we've built, we gonna burn your shit down too. That's how I know I'm not gonna be here for when we burn it down. If we make it there. Because I keep telling y'all also gotta factor in that the earth is dying. But she ain't gonna die for us. Baby, she'll push that restart button her goddamn self. She's trying to give us time. She is trying to give us time to wake up and realize who the fuck we are and what we are capable of to save us all. But we taking too long. We taking way too fucking long. If y'all aren't paying attention to the weather, you're not paying attention to the wind, you're not paying attention to the sun, you're not paying attention to the outside, to the ground, to the trees, to the leaves. If you're not paying attention, I guess you would not know. But she is telling us, get y'all shit together. Get your shit together. Because the end is near. Because I'm not going to sit here and die. We just going to hit the restart button. But if we make it to burning this shit down, I know I'm going to be long gone. Because my generation, I've always been disappointed in my generation when it comes to, I feel like my generation dropped the ball. And I mean those of us that are in between, like, 30 to 50. I feel like we really dropped the ball. I really do. Because coming from where the generations came from before us, like I've said before, anybody that's ever died in the name of human rights, of the betterment of humanity, has died in vain, because yet we're still here today, letting this society, not the society, the motherfuckers who structured this society, we're still letting them play in our face, the slave owners. They still exist. We still have slave owners. Okay? We still have slave owners. Us motherfuckers between 30 and 50, should be burning this shit the fuck down right now. Right? We should be out there like the Warriors. Y'all seen that movie? We should be out there like the motherfucking Warriors. Burning shit the fuck down. Tearing shit up. All across the world. That's what we should be doing. Because we should be fed up at this point. But no, what do? Continue the cycle of talking down and of envying the generations behind us, because they didn't have to struggle the way we struggle. They don't know how to appreciate life. That is our disconnect in every generation. And that in itself should tell you how fucked up we are, to think that the next generation should have to struggle in order to appreciate what we had to struggle to get. When each generation should want no struggle for the next generation. So knowing that our ancestors fought, we can't even just say our ancestors, our grandmothers fought, okay? Our grandmothers had hot coffee poured on their heads. Our grandfathers had dogs sicked on them. Our grandmothers were raped. Our grandfathers were hanged. Okay? Our great aunts and uncles are telling us stories still to this day of rotten bodies in trees. Getting beat for being in white spaces. Our grandmothers, grandfathers, great uncles, great aunts, these are the people that are still talking about the turmoil that we have gone through in this society. And yet and still what we want to do is sit on social media and pass judgment on everybody else's life but our own. Exploit everybody, even ourselves.